Fall is here and time to enjoy autumn colors and mild temperatures. It's also time to find out what to do with our autumn leaves, who to call for collections, where to call for other information on services in our community. This and much more in this edition of Your Community. Welcome to this edition of Your Community, City of Winston-Salem's informative TV show. This is your host, Miriam Hernandez. Today, we bring you information on the Department of Sanitation and the different collection services they offer. We will learn about the new schedule that CityLink has and what it is that they can help our residents with. Also, how our Human Relations Commission partners with community organizations to bring help to our diverse population and help for their students in our Did You Know segment. But first, let's hear from Johnny Taylor, Director of Sanitation of our city, on their collection services. Mr. Taylor, can you please let us know what your title is here in the Sanitation Department?
I am the Sanitation Director for the City of Winston-Salem.
Now, the city has various collections. You know, when you look into the website, you see brush collection, you see garbage collection, you see recycling collection, yard collection. What are all of these collections? Are there different dates, or how does it work?
Our residential garbage service takes place every week, Tuesday through Friday. We also have a commercial garbage program that operates Monday through Saturday. On the recycling end, our collections are bi-weekly, which means that depending upon whether you're red week or blue week collection, you would have a collection take place either Monday through Friday. We've also got a brush program, and that collection takes place basically on a 21 working days rotation. We make an attempt to go through the entire city. That program, of course, is for residential properties, not for multifamily complexes or businesses.
You have the bulky collection. What is that, and what materials is it that I can set outside? Where do I set those items out at? Is it in my yard? Is it in the curbside? Where do I do this?
Bulky item collection allows our residents to get rid of some of the items that you can't place in your normal trash. You bring those items to the curb for collection. Some of the things that we would collect would be things like mattresses, appliances, furniture, toys, carpet even. Some of the things that we wouldn't collect would be car parts, glass, yard waste, lumber, construction materials, things of that nature would not be acceptable in that program. It actually starts in March of each year, and there are several routes created throughout the city, and everyone has an opportunity to participate between March and the first week of September.
Now, where do the apartment complexes get these services as well, businesses? And if not, where then do people who live in apartment complexes take these items?
Multifamily complexes or businesses are not able to participate in the bulky item program. However, if they have construction materials, they're able to take them to our construction and demolition landfill. If they have some other items that they want to discard, they're able to take them to Haynes Mill landfill.
Now, there's something called brush collection. Where do we put this? Is it also on the curbside? If I live and I have a sidewalk, how does this work?
Well, brush collection is also a curbside program. We encourage individuals to do their best to not place it in the travel way, to try to bring it back into the right-of-way and try not to interfere with sidewalks and things of that nature. And then we can collect it with our collection equipment that we use. The hoist trucks, the claw trucks can reach down and get the brush if it's placed in the proper location.
Now, fall is just around the corner, okay? And that means leaves everywhere. Our yards, our streets, on top of the houses, I mean, everywhere. What happens? How does or when does the city come to collect those leaves? And also, what do you all do with those leaves that you collect?
Well, the LEAF program will take place this year beginning November 3rd. And we will provide every single family resident with 3 collections. And basically what we ask you to do is to place your leaves in the yard, behind the curb if possible. And make sure that you don't mix any items like wood or sticks or other items that might damage our leaf collection equipment. Once we collect those leaves, we take the leaves to several facilities, one being at 32nd Street, which is basically a transfer station for us. Another one is Forum 52 on the north end of town, and another one is Reynolds Park Road. Ultimately, the leaves go there and they're actually processed and they're actually turned into mulch in some applications, and also sometimes what's left over may actually be sold for some type of fuel, boiler fuel.
Now that you talk about boiler fuel and all this, it makes me think about burning. A lot of people tend to burn their leaves. Is that legal?
Leaves cannot be burned within the corporate limits of Winston-Salem. It is not legal.
But can I burn them if I am not in the city limits?
You would need to check with the Forsyth County ordinance concerning leaf burning in order to find out the answer.
Mr. Taylor, we had a rough winter last year. How does inclement weather affect all of these collections, be it garbage, recycling, brush, leaves?
Well, inclement weather poses quite a challenge for us. Number one, when our roads become impassable, we have to wait until they're safe to travel before we can provide you with the service. Of course, as safety being first, we also realize that you'll be anxious to receive your service. And so what we do is we make plans to get to you just as soon as it's safe to do it.
Is there a place on a website, or if we call CityLink to find out when you all will be coming to us, or is just any time close to the date that you were supposed to be able to get there?
We always prepare to provide a press release detailing information as to how the schedule will be impacted. And we try to do it in such a manner that residents know early in the morning whether the service is going to take place that day or will be postponed the next day. But if you happen not to see the press release or the news broadcast, you can call 311 and you'll be able to find out all the information you need about schedule changes.
Now, Mr. Taylor, there's so many things that your department does. Is there anything else you would like our community to know about the sanitation department, the different types of collections, or any other part of sanitation?
Well, one thing we'd like to let our residents know is if they've got a problem with our services, please let us know. We're very grateful for the opportunity to provide these services throughout the city, and we look forward to continuing to provide you the highest level of service possible.
Remember, you can get all the different types of collection schedules on our city's website, or you can call CityLink for more information. The Human Relations Commission is working on a project with UNC Chapel Hill called Building Integrated Communities, which our Human Relations Director, Wanda Allen Abraha, talked about in one of our previous editions. About 12 agencies or so in our community are working together to help our cultural diverse community integrate by knowing the ins and outs of different services in our community. One of the committees of our Human Relations Commission works with our students. In our Did You Know segment, the Commission brings information about one of those organizations they work with in the project that offers help to all our students and works together with our school system. Let's hear about what it is all about.
The Human Relations Commission has a Student Relations Committee which works with the Youth Council. Many of these students are Crosby Scholars, and this is the way that many of our students are able to receive community service hours. I'm Mona Lovett with the Crosby Scholars Program. The Crosby Scholars Program helps students in Forsyth County prepare for post-secondary educational opportunities. In other words, we help them prepare for college. And one of the many things that they have to do is to do community service. They also attend academy, they attend college fairs, they go on college visits, and this is a program that attracted over 8,000 students last year, and those students performed over 92,000 hours to help this community. We sent more than 700 seniors to over 117 colleges and universities last year, and we're looking forward to having many more join the program as many students are able to join us at the beginning of the school year if they're in grades 6 through 10. So we're so excited that our students are serving on this youth council and they're able to give back to their community.
There are so many opportunities for our students. Let's take advantage of them. Now we have Chantel Davis, Director of CityLink, talk to us about their updated schedule and all that they can help the residents of Winston-Salem with. Ms. Davis, can you talk to us about the department you're in and what is your position?
Well, my name is Chantel Davis. I am the Director of CityLink 311. We basically handle all non-emergency city service phone calls through our division.
Can you give us some history about what CityLink is all about?
Well, CityLink was established back in 2007. It was an initiative started by the City Manager Lee Garrity. He wanted to find a way to help improve citizen services because prior to us, if you contacted the city, there were 250 plus phone numbers that you would have to go through to try to determine where you needed to be. And so therefore you would call a department and you were basically getting transferred, several times before you got to the person that you needed to go to. So we were developed in an effort for that one call resolution for you to call one number, which 311 or 727-8000, and we would take on the task of finding exactly where you needed to go and who you needed to talk to.
Ms. Davis, it's true, this is a wonderful program because one of the things that we used to have to go through, it was jumping from office to office, and sometimes we couldn't really get or weren't able to tell the person what it was that we needed really to get to the correct person. Now, what types of calls are you getting?
We receive a wide variety of calls for city services, all non-911 emergency services. So we receive requests for new services such as recycling or trash collection. We also set up water accounts and we accept water bill payments over the phone. We accept things such as requests for pothole repairs, traffic light malfunctions, and of course we accept complaints as well. So if you have department-specific complaints, you can contact us, or if you've got access to the web, you can actually go to each department's web page because they all have a survey, a satisfaction survey on their web page that you can complete. Or if you have a complaint, we get a lot of calls regarding complaints for high grass, code enforcement type complaints, high grass, abandoned vehicles, those type of things. So any service, any non-911 emergency service, you can contact us for.
Now, do people also call asking for information on how to get somewhere? If they have a situation and they know it's not the city, would they call to ask you what organization or what agency works with this?
They do tend to contact us for just about everything. Now, we try not to give directional type of information, but we do get both City Winston-Salem and Forsyth County phone calls. So we want to try to help the citizen or resident as much as we can. So we keep a listing of Forsyth County phone numbers, but we give information regarding city services or city properties, such as we get a lot of phone calls about landfill operating hours, parks and recs, shelter amenities or pool operating hours, those type of things. What's my trash collection date? When is my recycling coming? Will the holiday affect this service or that service? What time does this department close? That type of information is what we usually provide.
Now that you talk about hours and days and holidays, what is CityLink's hours, days, and holidays? Do you close? Do you maintain yourselves open so residents can call you?
Funny you asked that. We just recently changed our operating hours. We were 24/7, but we changed, it's been a little over a month. We've changed to 7 to 7, Monday through Friday. The weekends we're here 9 to 5:30, and we're open all holidays except New Year's Day, Thanksgiving Day, and Christmas Day.
Now, you receive many calls, I must, say, because there's so many different departments that people want to know information about. So do you know approximately how many calls do you receive on a regular basis in a regular month?
We are taking approximately 32,000 to 34,000 calls per month.
That's a lot of calls. How much staff do you have to be able to cover all of this?
Well, we have 27 on staff. We've got 21 full-time agents, and then we have 6 management support staff.
Now, are any of those bilingual, not necessarily only in Spanish? What do you do if somebody calls you that does not know English?
Well, currently we do go through an interpretation line, but we recently hired 3 bilingual staff, and effective they're currently going through training, and effective September 15th, we will be implementing our Spanish line.
That's very good. Now, what are the 10 top questions residents call for?
Wow, the 10 top questions, I would say that would have to be, what is my trash collection date? I have a bill due. Can I make a payment here? My water bill is high. Can you tell me what's causing it to be so high? I've got issues with my trash hasn't been picked up. That's daily, I think our biggest customers are sanitation. We get a lot of sanitation calls, and we get a lot of utilities calls. Everything else is just sporadic within there, but now we will have the capability to service both, our English-speaking residents and our Spanish-speaking residents in all of those areas.
We see that CityLink has become that number where everyone calls. It's a great asset for our community because it's the easiest way to do this. What else, besides everything you've already said to us, do you have to say to our public?
Well, thank you so much. The only other thing that I want to get out is to let people know that there are a variety of ways that they can get in contact with us. Of course, they can call us at 311 or 727-8000. They can also chat us if they go to the city's webpage, www.cityofws.org. They can also go to our web self-service, and they can submit a service request from that same webpage if they click on CityLink. They can also, our newest method for getting in contact with us is our mobile application. So they can download a free mobile application. It's on Android and iPhone right now, where they can submit a request via their mobile phone.
Let's recap. First, remember to go online and get all the dates for the different types of collections during the fall and winter season, or call CityLink at 311 and they will help you. Second, don't forget the updated schedule for CityLink, and know that they are there to help you. And remember, the Building Integrated Communities project of the Human Relations Commission. If you have any questions, please call CityLink and they will direct you to the Human Relations Department. We do hope that all this information has been of benefit for you, and hoping you all take advantage of this great autumn weather coming our way. Till the winter edition, this is your host, Miriam Hernandez, for WSTV 13, City of Winston-Salem.